Good morning, kindergarten. Today is Monday, April 27, 2020, and this is your math class. Today for math, friends, we will be doing 2 lessons, which is kind of odd. We don't usually do 2, but I believe that you've got this down great. You'll do it just fine, and we need to move along to get through all of our lessons this year. So let's be sure to grab 9.9 and 9.10. Both lessons have to do with our new shape, the hexagon. So they're related. They're kind of the same lesson. So be sure to grab both of your lessons, and I'll give you a moment to do that. Don't forget to get a pencil. You'll probably need crayons. I'll grab those too. So take a moment to get yourself ready with your lesson, and then we will begin. I also will be reading from our vocabulary sheet today, so if you'd like to get that out, you sure may. If not, that's okay too. You can just follow along with teacher. Okay, let's get ourselves warmed up today. I'm going to move my lessons off to the side. I always do that first. We'll come to those in a moment. But let's go ahead and review some of the shapes we've learned about this year so far. Okay? Get this off to the side too. What was this shape? I'll read the definition to it. A two-dimensional or flat shape with 4 straight sides and 4 vertices. Remember, this shape has 2 longer sides and then it has 2 shorter sides. What is this shape? Good. If you said rectangle, you're right. Good job, friends. Tell me the name of this shape. Did you say triangle? Good. A two-dimensional or flat shape with 3 straight sides and 3 vertices. Friends, if I turn him this way, what is he now? Is he still a triangle? That's right. No matter how I turn him, he is still a triangle, isn't he? Good. Excellent. Let's move on. What's the name of this shape? If you said square, you're correct. The definition for square, if you have your sheet, you can read it with me. Square, a two-dimensional or flat shape with 4 straight sides of equal length and 4 vertices. So on a square, all my sides must be the same length, correct? Yes. But what happens, friends, if I turn him on his vertice? Then what happens? What is he now? Still a square. That's right. No matter how I turn a square, it is still a square, isn't it? Good. Let's move on. And our next shape, what do we have? Yes, if you said circle, you're right. Read it with me. A plane curve equidistant from the center. So here's my curve, goes all the way around the edge, and my center is here. So no matter which way I go from the center, it's the same distance, isn't it? That curve is equidistant from the center. Good. And it's funny because, of course, no matter which way I turn a circle, it looks the same, doesn't it? Especially if this circle didn't have hands and feet. All right, now I know you know your shapes well by looking at the shape, but let's look at some of the words and see if you can read them. Let's read them together. Say triangle. Read them like a parrot. I'll say them. Then you say them after me. Triangle, rectangle, square, circle. Read them with me again, friends. Triangle, rectangle, square, circle. Good. All right, now that we've reviewed those, let's move on to our new shape. Our new shape today is called the hexagon. The hexagon looks like this. I believe you were sent home a bag of shapes. So if you would like to today, You can help me sort the shapes out. As I pull them out, you can also find the same shape I have and sort it. If not, you can just draw the shapes as I pull them out like you've been doing. Either way. And you'll notice you have one yellow hexagon in there. You can pull that out if you'd like. Here's mine. And I'll read to you the definition of a hexagon. A hexagon is a two-dimensional or flat shape with 6 straight sides and vertices. So a hexagon means it has 6 sides and 6 vertices. I'm going to write the word hexagon on the board for you. That's how it looks, hexagon. And I want you to take a look at this H-E-X, the hex part. Hex means 6, okay? So if I have a shape with 6 sides and 6 points, I would call it a hexagon. I have a question. Have any of you guys seen those toys? They're like little robot bugs. I'm sorry, I'm not spelling that correctly. One moment, please. Their little tiny robot bugs are called hex bugs. Have you seen those hex bugs at Target? They're little tiny robot bugs. You'll notice that prefix hex, just like in hexagon and hex bugs. Again, that means 6. Most insects, friends, have 6 legs, so that's why they call it hex bugs. It's a nod to how many legs an insect has. Hex bugs, hexagon. So just remember that prefix hex means 6. Remember what I said about triangle? What does the prefix tri mean? 3, yeah. So you'll notice a lot of these prefixes or beginning parts of a word give us a clue as to how many angles or how many vertices will be in that shape. Tri means 3. Bi, like a bi, means 2. Hex means 6. Penta means 5, and we could just go on and on. All right, here we go, friends. Let's put our name on our first lesson and get going. Lesson 9.9. Let's get your name at the top. Name on your paper. First thing. Name on your paper. First thing. Where does it go? At the top. Where does it go? At the top. Name on your paper. First thing. Good. Remember the date, 4-27-20. Please read with me. Identify and name hexagons. Essential question. How can you identify and name hexagons? So on the left-hand side, we're going to be putting our hexagons here. On the right-hand side, we're going to be putting shapes that are not hexagons. All right, are you ready? What is this? A square. Good, I'll put it on that side. All right, what's this? Good, a triangle. That is not a hexagon. How about, what about this one? What's this? Ah, it is a hexagon. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count the points, the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. We're going to stop there today. I think that's enough for now. Hexagons and not hexagons. If this one's hard to draw, you can also trace around your yellow shape that teacher gave you. Sometimes I tell kids to do that. And there you go. There's your hexagon. All right. There we go. That's what that would look like. All right. Let's flip it over to your number 1, page 390. The directions say mark an X on all the hexagons. So remember, it can be any color, any size, but they have to have 6 sides and 6 vertices. Here we go. How many did you find? I found 4. Good. All right, let's move on. Here's a crab. It says color the hexagons in the picture. There's a lot of tiny little shapes today, friends. Let's color the hexagons red. All hexagons should be red. Let's color all rectangles orange. All rectangles orange. And let's color all circles green. And I think we have triangles left. Let's do all triangles. Let's do those pink today. Triangles have to be pink. You see that one over there? Pink. So I would pause the video here and do your coloring, and when you're all done, come back, okay? So pause your video now and color the crab. All right. If you're all done coloring your crab, we'll move on. Number 1 says, which shapes are hexagons? Mark an X on those shapes. Number 2, draw a picture with a hexagon in it. So friends, if that's a hard thing to do, you can trace around your hexagon. Maybe you could make it into a flower. If I was going to draw a hexagon, I would make it into a flower, like that, maybe with a stem. Like that. You could also make it into a sign or a sun. You decide. Make sure you do your drawing and your coloring. Pause your video here and do your drawing. All right, if you are done with your drawing, friends, let's move on to lesson 9.10. Let's put our name at the top. And the date, 4-27-20. Let's read it together. Describe hexagons. Essential question. How can you describe hexagons? Well, a great thing to look at here is your sheet. It has hexagon right here. A 2-dimensional or flat shape with 6 straight sides and 6 vertices. And here we have a great picture of a hexagon. Let's use our finger and trace around the hexagon. Ready? Here we go. Good. Tell me, how many sides does a hexagon have? How many vertices does a hexagon have? Good. Can you circle all the vertices? There you go. How many are there? That's right, there are 6. Good. Let's flip it over to page 394. We see another big purple hexagon. How many vertices, friends? Good, 6. And how many sides? You're right, there are 6. Good. Let's move on. Number 3. Draw and color a hexagon. So let's do this together. You're going to need to follow along with teacher, but I know you can do it. We're going to make the very first top side of the hexagon. Let's make it 5 dots big. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you do it? Okay. Then we're going to have to go diagonal. Let's do that. 1, 2, let's just do 3 there, okay? 3. Then let's go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then across 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4. Then over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then up 3. I'm sorry, up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that was kind of hard. What did you think? Was that hard? We have 5 dots for each side. That is straight. But on these diagonals, I had 4 dots. The diagonals had 4 dots. Ooh, that was tricky. How'd you do? All right, if you'd like to, you can pause the video now and fill it in with color. I'm going to make mine orange today. All right, let's move on to our very last page. I have 6 sides and 6 vertices. What shape am I? Draw the shape on the paper. So it's kind of like a riddle. I have 6 sides and 6 vertices. I'm going to try this on my own without any dots or Ooh, that was tough, but I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my hexagon. All right, friends, you try it. You can mark it and count it just like I did. When you're all done, you're finished for the day. Have a great day, and I love you.